This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 sports presentation is brought to you by Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated, featuring award-winning agents ready to sell or list your home or business and serving Columbia, Montour, and Lower Luzerne counties. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization whose mission is quality of life in the Central Susquehanna Valley and achieving donors' intentions. First Columbia Bank and Trust. Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way. The 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Toyota Grandstand tickets for all shows available at bloomsburgfair.com. The Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through 29th. Yannick Real Estate, your hometown full-service real estate office located in Berwick, specializing in residential, commercial, land listings, and property management services. And by Atlantic Broadband, your television, internet, and phone provider for the greater Berwick and western Poconos, as well as portions of Schuylkill County. Find out about the exciting Atlantic Broadband services available to you at atlanticbb.com. And welcome to Atlantic Broadband Channel 10's coverage of high school football. The Pittston area Patriots at the Berwick Bulldogs. It's a rather cloudy, overcast evening in Berwick at Crispin Field. Game time temperature right around 75 degrees, and there is a threat of some light rain in the air, although we are hoping that that will hold off. We'll see what goes on as the evening progresses. Here's a look at the Pittston area Patriots. They're coming in 1-0. They beat Nanticoke 28-21 last week, had 156 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, 99 yards rushing. Pretty good team, but they will be tested tonight. Going to want to watch for quarterback Mike Nacito. We'll trade off with Alex Anastasi. Also wide receiver Brian Jambra. And running backs Dylan Lukachko, Jordan O'Boyle, and Mike Koa, fullback. They'll be doing some work to the Berwick defense as much as possible. Head coach is Nick Barberi, and our thanks to Charles Turco, the athletic director at Pittston area. For the Berwick area Bulldogs, as you saw here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 last week, they're 1-0. They beat Abington Heights pretty soundly, 42-0 last week. Passed for 99 yards and rushed for 211. A very good team, a very good defense. Alex Force will be the quarterback. Watch for number 39, Owen Shoemaker, the running back. Also, Aid Mason, a young running back, is well involved in this. And Tegan Wilk, a great wide receiver. Pretty good team, and we're looking for a good game. We are about to get underway in Berwick. It's Pittston area at Berwick. And that one's going to roll out of bounds. You saw Aiden Mason for Berwick back there, getting ready to pick that up, but he decides otherwise. So they'll have a re-kick. Pittston area, again, 1-0. Berwick 1-0. This is the second week of the high school football season. And this is a Wyoming Valley Conference and District 2, PIAA District 2 ball game this evening. So Pittston area will line back up again and re-kick, this time from the 35-yard line. I have Lucia Carabetta listed as the kicker. Number 10 right there, although it says number 80. So we're going to go with Alicia Smigel. And he kicks that one out of bounds again. That's 2 in a row. And so Berwick will get great field position to start the game. They'll spot the ball, I believe, at the 40. The referees conferring.
This time, Berwick will take the ball. They will begin their offensive possession.
And they will say it's where the ball went out of bounds the second time. So it looks like it's going to be somewhere around the 42-yard line. And that'll be on the far side.
First and 10, Bulldogs.
Here come the Berwick Bulldogs. Again, Alex Force, your quarterback. Got number 39 back there, Owen Shoemaker. A couple of wide receivers. Force gets everybody attention. And here is the first play of the game for all intents and purposes. And a handoff to Shoemaker, who gets grabbed quickly. I believe that was Mike Coe making the stop. Berwick goes no huddle. Forrest going around, looking to the sideline, looking to Coach Sheptock for the play. Another handoff to Shoemaker. This time he does much better. Gets up near midfield. We'll bring up a third down.
They look for 3rd and 5 from the Bulldogs 47.
Good run by Shoemaker. 3rd and 5. And Shoemaker again. This time he is slowed down in the backfield, breaks free before being not brought down eventually by number 77, Riley Brody, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Berwick will have to punt this one away. Just realized I didn't show you the rest of the Berwick lineup. There's the rest of the team, and head coach is Frank Sheptock. And Frank is also the athletic director. Our thanks to him and everybody at the Berwick School District for helping us bring you this game here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Punt coming for Berwick. It is away. Alex Sharkuski back there to take it, to kick it. A nice run back by Pittston. Out to the 48-yard line. That is number 6, Andrew Kravchik.
Big block handled by Brandon Higgins at the Berwick 35. Patriots will have a 1st and 10.
Kravchik here takes the ball at the 20-yard line, avoids a tackle. Brings it back about 28 yards before being pushed out of bounds at the 48. And that's where they've got the ball. 1st and 10. The Patriots, Pittston area with the ball. Mike Nocito at quarterback, and he hands this one off, and the Berwick defense is right there all over them.
Dylan Lukachko on the carry.
Dylan Lukachko, the running back, lost a yard on that one. That'll bring up a 2nd and 11 now for Pittston area. We're in the first quarter, just underway. Second week of the football season for 2018. Both of these teams coming in 1-0. Nocito back at quarterback for Pittston area. And a nice run and a good hit. As number 23, Jordan O'Boyle, looked like he was going to be able to break free and work his way around, but he gets hit by a Bulldog right at the line of scrimmage. See if we can pick it up again. O'Boyle. And a good takedown by Berwick. Pass is complete. A little short of the 1st down, though. That was number 7, Tegan Wilk, with the tackle on that last play. Nocito in trouble. Gets the pass away. It's caught, but they're going to come up a little bit short.
Number 25 for Pittston.
And Pittston will have to punt this one away.
To punt the ball away.
Low snap. Punt is away. And it will go out of play.
Boom, kick into the end zone for a touchback. 45 yards.
And it looks like they're going to possibly spot the ball back at about the 10-yard line. That's where they think it went out of bounds. It crossed that sideline in the air, landed in the end zone area, but outside the field of play. And so Berwick will get the ball at the 10-yard line where the ball went out of bounds. Another great crowd on hand for this game. Again, there's been a threat of rain in the air all day long. Late this morning, it rained pretty good for a little while. But since then, it's been some light drizzle and things like that. And we are going to take a quick break and come back with more Pittston area at Berwick after this on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever. And welcome back. Pittston at Berwick. Pittston had to punt it away. Berwick will get the ball at their 10-yard line. And there is Alex Force taking the snap, pitches it out to Shoemaker, breaks a tackle, and turns what looks like it was going to be a nothing play into a 5-yard gain.
Shoemaker, left side toss. Picks up 5 yards. John DeLuca.
Forced to Shoemaker.
On the tackle.
Runs into some trouble right there, but manages to roll over Brennan Higgins. Wants up with 5. It'll be a 2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. And a handoff to Tegan Wilk, who is being chased down. He turns it up. Goes a long way to get 3 yards, maybe.
Pittston defense stringing the play out after a gain of 3 yards.
Handoff to Wilk right there. He goes across the field, looks to turn it upfield. Finally runs out of room. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Berwick Bulldogs. Again to Shoemaker. Shoemaker breaks free and gets a first down. Berwick Bulldogs will move the chains. Out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Needed 2. Got a lot more than that. Good run by Owen Shoemaker. Keep this drive alive. Shoemaker right here. Eyes front. Sees the gap on the outside. Finally knocked out of bounds. I believe that was number 8, Billy Kittle. Making the stop. 1st and 10 from the Berwick 29-yard line. Force. Quick pass off to the side out to Tegan Wilk, who works forward for a few yards. Got about 5. Force. Screen pass. Over to Tegan Wilk. Tegan Wilk figured prominently in last week's win over Abington Heights. Second and 5. Force in the shotgun. Turns around, hands it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker breaking free, breaking tackles along the way. Knocked out of bounds after a first down. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Berwick Bulldogs. Another fine run by Owen Shoemaker. Sees there's nothing there. Bounces off one tackle. Breaks free. Gets out of another tackle right there. Then knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Flag flies, and Shoemaker with a nice run, but that one may come back. And it is an illegal procedure against Berwick. Somebody moved, so this run by Shoemaker will be for naught, and they'll take a 5-yard hit. It'll be 1st and 15 now from their own 40-yard line. No score, 5:57 to play in the first quarter. Pittston area at Berwick, right here in Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10. Alex Force, a quarterback for the Bulldogs. Screen pass. Tried to get that to Justin Robbins, who could not get a handle on it. May have turned his head forward before he actually had possession of the ball. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 15. Reminder that if you'd like a copy of this game or any game that you've seen here on Channel 10 in the last few years, we have them for you. $25 each. Send us an email at dfarley@atlanticbb.com, and then we will get you the DVD information that you need. 2nd and 15 now. Force at the helm. A little bit of a low snap off to Shoemaker. And this time, Shoemaker's not going to go anywhere. He gets wrapped up by number 60, Adrian Cologne, right away. So there'll be another loss. That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Good defensive effort right there by the Pittston area Patriots.
Tackled by number 60, Adrian Cologne. 3rd and 15 for Berwick.
Number 60 there, also number 90 as well, John DeLuca. No gain on that play. 3rd and 15 now for the Berwick area Bulldogs. Forced to throw. Out to the side. It's caught as made out to the 49-yard line, just over midfield. Going to come up short of the 1st down, but the catch there to Alexander Sharkuski. Force back to throw. Sharkuski at about the 44-yard line pulls it in, but he's met immediately by the Pittston defense. Breaks free of a tackle or two before being brought down by number 24, Franny George. And that'll bring up a 4th down for Berwick. They will have to punt this one away. Low snap. Punt gets away. And that one is pulled in. And Berwick is right there. Andrew Kravchik making the catch, but he gets absolutely nowhere on that one. Berwick defense all over that one. We'll take a little break. It's Pittston area at Berwick right here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate. Welcome back. Pittston area at Berwick. No score, 3:58 to play in the first quarter. Berwick just punted away. It's 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Mike Nocito back there at quarterback. Screens it out. Catch is made. Ball comes loose and rolls out of bounds. It'll stay Pittston's ball. So the fumble forward will see the ball placed at the 35-yard line, and that will make it another 1st down for the Pittston Patriots. So a well-screened play. And the ball gets punched out there by number 57, Josh Schneider. Under pressure. And he's going to get hit. The line of scrimmage. Macedo goes down. They're going to give him a yard.
Ball chasing him down and tackling him after a gain of 1 yard on the scramble.
Macedo here being chased by Mason Lawbaugh. Finally, a bunch of other blue shirts come in there and put him down. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Pittston area. 3:15 to play in the first quarter. A couple of wideouts. Mike Macedo at quarterback. And a handoff there to number 33. That's DJ Darbenzio. Actually, Jordan O'Boyle. There was a 2, not a 33.
3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 coming up. Good work by the Berwick defense. They're not giving Pittston much to work with this evening. 3 wideouts. Mike Macedo at quarterback. And now a timeout is called by Berwick. So we've got a break in the action. 2:34 to play in the first quarter. No score between Pittston and Berwick. Back with more on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 for the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
And if you're watching this over the Labor Day weekend, the Bloomsburg Fair is also hosting a series of harness racing events on Sunday, the 2nd, and Monday, the 3rd, at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds racetrack, both days at 1 o'clock. Free admittance, free everything. Just go and enjoy some great racing, horse racing, at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds this Labor Day weekend. Back to action, 3rd and 9, and that one is going to go nowhere. Pass to Alex Haas way over his head, and that'll bring him a 4th down, which means Pittston's going to have to punt this one away again. So far here in the game, both teams have had to punt the ball away on each of their possessions. That one may have been tipped up in the air as Macedo let that one fly.
4-yard line.
Pittston to punt. Kick is away. Good long punt back there at the 15-yard line. Bringing it back over the 25 to the 30. Nice run back there by Blake Maurer. Punt goes high up into the air. Good 60-yard plus kick to Maurer, who takes the ball back at about the 13-yard line. Manages to work his way back up close to the 30 before he is brought down by the Pittston defense. It'll be 1st and 10 for Berwick from their own 30-yard line. 2:16 to play in the first quarter. No score with Pittston area at Berwick. Force. And you saw a lot of movement just prior to the snap. So a late snap caused a illegal procedure. We'll wait for the official call. There it is right there, illegal procedure. You'll see it real quick on the near side right there. The left end took off before the ball was hiked. That'll drop Berwick back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. And referees will stop again. And yet it is another illegal procedure against the Bulldogs, 2 in a row. And so instead of a 1st and 10, now it's a 1st and 20, with the Bulldogs now backed up to their 20-yard line. Force with time, looking, tucks it back in, and goes out of bounds after gaining back about 1 yard.
Running out of the pocket. Nothing over downfield.
Good defense by Pittston. They weren't giving Alex Force anything to work with, so he tried to scramble and was only able to get a yard before running out of bounds. That'll bring 2nd and 19 for the Berwick Bulldogs. Force takes a snap, drops the ball, gets away, and it looks like it's Pittston's ball. They're signaling it's theirs, waiting for the official call by the officials. And it is a fumble with a Pittston recovery, and they're going to be in great field position with 1:59 to go in the first quarter. Alex Force never quite had the ball, rolling around, and you saw the white shirt Pittston area jump on it. They came away with the ball, so a fumble, turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pittston from the Berwick 21-yard line. Great field position. Opportunity here to get on board first. It is Alex Anastasi quarterbacking for the Patriots. Has trouble with the snap, tucks it back in, takes off and gets undercut. Again, I believe by Tegan Wilk. So no gain on the play, as Anastasi had trouble with the snap. You see him right here. Kind of lost it.
No gain on the play.
Tucks it back in, takes off with the ball. Watch this lightning bolt coming underneath him right there. Take the legs out, gets the tackle. Clock continuing to run. 1:20 to play in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 for Pittston from the Berwick 21-yard line. Again, Alex Anastasi at quarterback. And now it is a timeout called by the Pittston area Patriots. So we'll take a little break. No score. Pittston at Berwick. High school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Why call Century 21? Because Professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of Professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal.
Say hello to the new neighbor on the block. Say hello to even more of the entertainment you love. Even faster internet speeds. Plus hands-on local service like never before. And it's all from your best new neighbor ever. Say hello to Atlantic Broadband. Get TV, internet, and phone like never before. Atlantic Broadband, what you want, instantly.
Pittston calling a timeout, and we're back to action now. 1:08 to play in the first quarter, no score, but Pittston threatening right here. And it is Anastasi keeping the ball, breaking a tackle or two.
Alex Anastasi from the shotgun.
Gets some good yardage on that one.
Some yardage off the right side. David 6 on the play.
Anastasi right here in trouble, fakes a handoff tear to Dylan Lukachko, keeps the ball, Gets out to about the 15-yard line before he's finally brought down. 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Frank Shep talking to Border in the bottom of the screen there, directing his defense. 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. Alex Anastasi quarterbacking now for Pittston. Mike Nacito started the game. High snap, ball gets away, and it is Anastasi having no choice but to fall on the ball, and that is where this quarter is going to come to an end with no score between Pittston area and Berwick. Snap gets away. Anastasi wisely falls on it. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever. Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate.
And welcome back to the famed Crispin Field in Berwick, where there's no score between the Patriots and the Bulldogs. It is a 4th and 12 situation for Pittston. Alex Anastasi at quarterback, and he is going to get hammered and dropped by a host of Bulldogs back at around the 40-yard line. And so it'll be Berwick's ball. Again, back at the 40-yard line. Great defensive effort by the Bulldogs. We'll have to take another look at that. Saw somebody blow through the line there. Anastasi here will take the snap. And it is Mason Lawbaugh and number 6, Jacob Seeley, bursting through the line. They were the first to get to Anastasi. Untouched, and it was actually Jacob Seeley who got him in the grasp. And then you had a bunch of other folks come in and join in the fun. 11:53 to play in the second quarter. Here is Alex Force. Back to throw. Looking with some time, rolls out towards the near side of the field, throws it downfield, and it's caught by number 8, Justin Robbins. We're looking at it. The official says he may have stepped out of bounds back about the 10-yard line, but a great completion. A catch and a run. Alex Force rolling out, looking upfield. Justin Robbins down the near sideline. Big pass and a big completion. Robbins out there manages to pull that one in, takes off down the field, but steps out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Berwick. Coming back with it. Diving in for a touchdown. Berwick first on the board. Blake Maurer coming away with that one. Alex Force screens it out. Maurer takes it in. A lot of white shirts, but Maurer brings it all the way back across the field. We'll break away for the extra point. Show you that play again here in a moment. Now there's a flag. Somebody who doesn't look like they're lined up properly. So that'll back up the Bulldogs a little bit for the extra point attempt. Back to Maurer. Comes all the way back across the field, running through traffic, finds a little gap, gets shoved, and falls forward over the end zone. Berwick gets on board first. Jarrett Groshek back to kick. Kick is up, and it is good. Berwick goes out in front, 28 seconds actually into the second quarter. The score is now Berwick 7, Pittston nothing. Back with more after this on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children, every step of the way.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 for the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
And don't forget this weekend, Labor Day weekend, you can stop by Sunday and Monday and enjoy harness racing at 1 p.m. each day at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds Racetrack. Great harness racing, sire stakes on Monday. Again, both days at 1 o'clock, and there's some fair food going to be available for you as well. A little preview of this year's Bloomsburg Fair. All right, back to Crispin Field now. It is Jarrett Groshek back to kick it off after Berwick got on board first. Back at the 9-yard, and a handoff. Lost track there for a moment, but Berwick didn't fall for it. Got a couple of yards run back to maybe about the 13-yard line, and that's where the Pittston area Patriots will get back to work. Here is the touchdown again. It is Force with a screen out to Blake Maurer. At about the 12-yard line, he sees nothing out there where he is, so he brings it all the way back across the field. Cuts in, gets shoved at the end there by Mike Coe, but he falls forward into the end zone, and it's Berwick 7-0.
Number 7 back in. The Patriots line up at quarterback.
Nacito's back at quarterback. And it's Lukachko getting swallowed up quickly at the line of scrimmage. Maybe fell forward for a yard.
On the tackle, Mason Lawball.
Berwick trying to get Pittston trying to get something started. Mason Lawball coming across there, making first contact. 2nd and 7 now for the Pittston area Patriots. Mike Nacito back at quarterback. A quick handoff and a wall of blue shirts. Nothing doing. And you had number 57, Josh Snyder, hanging onto the leg of the running back, pulling him back. We'll remind you that you can see these games on YouTube. Some of our games, like this one tonight, are being broadcast live on our YouTube page. Just search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 on YouTube and you'll see it. You can watch the events live or recent sporting events online, courtesy of Atlantic Broadband and Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. 3rd and 8 for Pittston. Nacito taking the snap. Long count. Fakes the handoff. Screen across the middle. Caught. Mike Koch makes the catch, but he's brought down immediately, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Berwick's going to get the ball right back. Good fake. Nacito with the screen across the middle. Brought on right away by Blaine Cleaver. It'll be 4th and 1, and the Patriots will punt this one away. Kick is up and caught back about the 36-yard line. Saw a flag come in there. Tegan Wilk makes the catch, brings it back over the 50 to the 46-yard line. But I believe there was a flag down in the backfield at the time of the catch. The kick by Pittston. Tegan Wilk makes the catch. Saw the flag fly. So a good run may come back. And the referees want to confer on this one. May have been a hold. We'll show you this again. Right there, grabbing of the arm as the defender came up close. Now they're going to explain it to Coach Sheptock as to what happened. They're pointing into the back. And to the front. So we're going to hang around here for a moment and let the referees get this decision right. Coach Sheptock trying to understand what they're saying. This was the punt. Didn't see much happening here. Kick got away. Now they're going to bring the official from the other side of the field. And all we could see is at the point of the catch, there might have been a hole right there by Berwick. Flag came out right away then. And they're going to go with illegal procedure against Pittston. And the push or the hold is declined. And so after all that, it looks like they're going to have to punt the ball away again. Instead of 4th and 1, it'll be a 4th and 6. So we're going to rewind the replay, see if we can pick up what had happened. They said illegal procedure at the beginning of the play. Looks like somebody may have moved on the far side of the field. No matter what, Pittston will punt it again, and a bobbled snap, and the ball goes up into the air and off to the side. So the ball was at the 24-yard line, but it winds up back at the 14-yard line. So the punt gets bobbled, mishandled, kick goes off the side of his foot and almost backwards. So Berwick is going to wind up with great field position after a confusing re-punt. You can see that snap hits the ground. Kicker can't get to it. Kicks it up, and it goes off his ankle and off to the side. And out of bounds down at the 16-yard line. And that's where Berwick will take over with 9 minutes to go in the half, leading 7-0. Berwick with the ball on the Pittston 16-yard line. Alex Force with the handoff to Shoemaker. Shoemaker works his way forward, bulldozes for a 4 or 5 yards.
Owen Shoemaker on the first down carry.
So an unfortunate mistake by Pittston gives Berwick great field position.
John DeLuca.
Couple of fouls on the initial punt, one at the line of scrimmage and one afterwards. Coach Sheptock voted to let him kick it again, and it worked out for the Bulldogs. Forced to take the snap. Hands it off to Tegan Wilk, and Wilk is looking like he's going to go waltzing in for a Berwick touchdown. 13-0. 12-yard touchdown run by Tegan Wilk. Alex Forrest with a fake to Schumacher. And then you got Tegan Wilk taking it, finding a gap right there. And at the very last second, he's getting chased, but he's already over across the end zone. And it's 13-0. Berwick in the lead with 8:17 to play. Back to kick is Jarrett Groshek. Forrest is holding. And that kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand up there at the very end of that. And so the extra point will not be good.
And our score remains Berwick 13, Pittston 0.
You watch the ball go up in the air, you'll see a hand come up. So a low kick by Groshek gets blocked right there. And it will be a 13-0 game when we come back.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal.
Say hello to the new neighbor on the block. Say hello to even more of the entertainment you love. Even faster internet speeds. Plus hands-on local service like never before. And it's all from your best new neighbor ever. Say hello to Atlantic Broadband. Get TV, internet, and phone like never before. Atlantic Broadband, what you want, instantly.
Welcome back. It is Pittston at Berwick. Berwick just scored for a second time. A mishandled punt. Berwick got great field position, and they took advantage of it. Ball is brought back out to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pittston area.
Pittston will put the ball in play 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Snap. Nacito throws with a catch at the 50-yard line by number 6, Andrew Kravchik.
Walk pass is completed.
About a 25-yard pass and completion. Nicely done. We'll show you that in a moment.
Brian Gambler on the reception.
And that one has to be fall down by Nacito, so we'll go back to a good play from the 27-yard line. Nacito looking upfield, finds Andrew Kravchik at the 50-yard line, and he will move forward a couple more before going out of bounds.
Second.
Ball was at the 48-yard line, but after that last play, it'll bounce them back. Then we'll bring up a 2nd and 20 now for the Patriots. 7:30 to play in the first half. Screen is caught.
Bulldog heavy pass out to the left flat.
Brian Jambra making the catch,
Immediately falls down.
but he falls. Gets some of those. Actually gets back to the line of scrimmage. A screen by Nacito to Jambra. So that's a 3rd and 20 now after a great opening pass and completion on this particular series. Pittston has been backed up. Here's Nacito taking the snap, being pressured, lets it fly. And in and out of the hands of Billy Kittle or Andrew Krafchick. That'll bring up a 4th down. Nacito on that one had plenty of time. Good job by the offensive line of Pittston. Just couldn't pull that one in. They'll have to kick it away. Kick is away, back about the 18-yard line. There's Maurer, and he's brought down at the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 for Berwick from their own 21-yard line. A reminder, if you want a copy of this game on DVD or any game that you've seen here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 or Channel 10 in the past, you can email me at dfarley@atlanticbb.com. That's dfarley@atlanticbb.com. And then we'll get you an order form, email it back to you. You fill it out, include your payment, and we'll make the DVD and get that to you usually within a few days. Pretty quick turnaround most of the time. 6:27 to play in the first half. Berwick out front 13-0. Their ball on their own 21-yard line. And a handoff to Shoemaker. And he is swallowed up quickly by the Pittston defense. Owen Shoemaker here, no place to go. Met at the front line by number 77, Riley Brody. Before a bunch of others join in. Got 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 now for the Berwick area Bulldogs. Force. Looking for some direction, and Coach Sheptock decides to call a timeout. So with 5:47 to play in the first half, the score is Berwick 13, Pittston 0.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever. Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate.
And welcome back to Crispin Field. That place right there, one of the mini concession stands here on the grounds of Crispin Field. About to get very busy. Halftime is 5 minutes and 47 seconds away. There's even a snow cone stand right down there in front. Places all over the field and complex. Great place to come see a football game in the fall. Forrest will keep it himself. Takes off with the ball, and he is off to the races. Over midfield. 40, the 30, and pushed out of bounds down around the 20-yard line. So a fantastic run from the 22-yard line. He stepped out of bounds, they say, right there at the 26. So a 50-plus yard run by Alex Force.
Force is knocked out of bounds around the 26-yard line of Pittston.
Force right here takes the snap, fakes the handoff, finds a big gap right there, works his way to the outside, and then sprints on down the field.
First and 10 for Berwick after the 53-yard run by Force. From the 26.
Right here at the end, he'll step out of bounds right there before being hit. Screen caught by Alex Sharkuski, but defense is right there on top of them, so there'll be no gain on that play.
Tackled immediately along the line of scrimmage by Kenan Clacklow. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. Hand off to Shoemaker, who does his usual fine job.
He is inside the 25. Tackle by Mike Coe, Tanner Clacklow. 3rd and 6 from the Patriots 22.
Whistle will blow. The referee will be coming over. And that is Owen Shoemaker. Gets his helmet off. Not exactly sure what happened, but he looks like he's going to need a break. So we'll take one as well. 4:28 to play in the first half. Berwick out in front 13-0, and they're moving upfield.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children, every step of the way.
Injury timeout, and that's Owen Shoemaker in the bottom of your screen there, and the bench being attended to. Not sure what happened, maybe overheated. Of course, this artificial field have these little black pellets. Sometimes that stuff gets up in your eyes or something or other, but I'm sure he'll be okay, and they'll be well taken care of. 3rd and 6 for Berwick. And Force gets rid of it just as he's going to get hit and overthrows his intended target, which is Blake Maurer.
Intended for Maurer is incomplete. We'll bring up a 4th and 6.
4th and 6 is what's going to be coming their way next. And being that they're on the 22-yard line, don't imagine they'll punt this one away. Force with a little bit of time, getting pressure at the very end. Maurer right there, just a little out of reach, going for that back corner of the end zone. Stops the clock with 4:20 to play in the first half. And here's the 4th down play. And it'll be a timeout for Berwick, as Coach Sheptok wants to talk it over with his offense. And we'll see what they come up with next. 13-0, Berwick on top over Pittston. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 for the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
Yep, it's coming pretty soon. Daughtry's going to be there. Preview night the 21st. Tractor Truck Pull on the 22nd. Casting Crowns on the 23rd. Darcy Lynn, who won America's Got Talent last season, September 24th. Then we've got Cole Swindell on the 25th. And many, many more coming up on this year's Bloomsburg Fair. 4th and 6. Alex Force takes the snap. Screens it out. Caught. And Blaine Cleaver should have gotten enough for a first down. And it is. Referee signaling first down, so Berwick gets a fresh set of downs. And they are now on the 12-yard line. Force right here. A timeout called on 4th and 6. They get the ball out to Blaine Cleaver, who is met real quickly there by number 34, Tannen Kralico. They get the first down. Clock continues to run. 1st and 10. And they pitch it out to Alex Sharkuski. Sharkuski turns the corner, dives, makes his way out to the 6-yard line. So he gets a 6-yard gain on that particular play. Force turns, pitches it over to Sharkuski, who's got some room to run right there before the gaps begin to close up on him. Shoulders forward to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Alex Force, hand off to Shoemaker, and Shoemaker, it's a fake, and it's Alex Force in there for the touchdown. Nope, we jumped the gun on that one. Thought the referee was signaling touchdown, but it was Alex Force on a great fake. Fooled our cameras. He winds up down about the half-yard line. And now it is a touchdown for the Berwick Bulldogs as Alex Force keeps the ball. And that will make it a 20-0 game with 3:16 to play here in the first half. Let's go back and see where we got fooled. Alex Force right here. Handed off, fakes a handoff to Mason. But Force kept it, wound up right there down at about the half-yard line. And then a quarterback keeper gets the touchdown. And that one is blocked. 2 in a row for Pittston. So their special teams are doing a great job tonight. They have blocked 2 extra point attempts for Berwick. 19-0 is the score. 3:16 left to go in the first half.
Why call Century 21? Because Professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of Professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal.
Say hello to the new neighbor on the block. Say hello to even more of the entertainment you love. Even faster internet speeds. Plus hands-on local service like never before. And it's all from your best new neighbor ever. Say hello to Atlantic Broadband. Get TV, internet, and phone like never before. Atlantic Broadband, what you want, instantly.
And yeah, I'm still waiting for that stretch service limo to show up in our neighborhood. Love that thing. All right, Pittston at Berwick. Berwick just scored for the 3rd time in this game. They now lead 19-0. And here is the ensuing kickoff. Taken back at about the 6-yard line by Pittston. Wrapped up and brought down by number 8, Justin Robbins. Andrew Kravchik Gets the ball back up to about the 22-yard line, and with 3:08 left to go in the first half, Pittston will get to work, try to get themselves back into this game. Kravchuk right here. Some room to run. Gets out past the 20, where he is finally brought down by Justin Robbins. 1st and 10. And now back at the quarterback is Alex Anastasi. He will keep it himself. Gets through the line, brought down there by Mason Lawbaugh.
On the direct snap, Cooper picks up 4 yards on the first down play.
Anastasi hands it off to Lukachko. Actually fakes the handoff to Lukachko. Anastasi keeps it himself, brought down by Mason Lawbaugh. Got 4 yards on that carry. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Anastasi waiting, looking, takes the snap. Lots of pressure, and Lawbaugh wraps him up. Drops him for a big loss.
Mason Lawbaugh tackles him for a big loss in the backfield.
Alex Anastasi and the shotgun back to throw. Mason Lawbaugh breaking through, wraps him up. Anastasi never even had a chance to get rid of that ball. And that'll back him up to the 16-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and 16 for the Pittston area Patriots. Anastasi again, checking his line, takes the snap, looking to throw. Lots of pressure, being chased. Anastasi trying to outrun the Bulldogs, tripped up.
Anastasi flushed down in the pocket.
Tegan Wilk at the end of that. Anastasi here taking the snap. And it's number 4, Jared Groshek, getting to him first, spins him around. Anastasi trying to outrun everybody. Being chased there by Blaine Cleaver. And Tegan Wilk coming in at the end, dropping a shoulder, putting a stop to that run. And the Patriots will have to punt this one away. So big defensive stand by the Berwick Bulldogs. 45 seconds to go in the half. And a tipped punt. It'll be short. It's going to roll out to the 42-yard line. That is where it'll be downed by Tony Gorey. And with 34 seconds left in the half, Berwick will get the ball back. So again, you want a copy of this game, whether it's for the game or the highlights or for whatever you want. Email us at dfarley@atlanticbb.com. dfarley@atlanticbb.com. I'll get you out the order form. You can mail in with your payment. We'll get that out to you ASAP.
No timeout.
Berwick with the ball. That one's going to fall. A little bit of time coming off the clock. .6 seconds left to go in the half. 2nd and 10 for Berwick. They're back at their Pittston 41-yard line. Looking to extend the lead if possible. Force back to throw. Time. Lets it fly. And well out of reach of Jacob Betts, who was out in front of the defender. Just couldn't get to the end zone where that ball was placed. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. 24.9 seconds left in the half. Coming up at halftime, we'll look at the first half highlights, which will be pretty much all Berwick. It's been almost Berwick all half. And we'll also take a listen to the Berwick area marching band. Including this time they added the middle school band in there as well. So there's going to be over 200 musical students on the field at halftime for Berwick, and the Pittston marching band in there as well. Big throw downfield and out of reach of Alex Sharkuski. 4th and 10 with 19.3 seconds. So coming up at halftime, we've got some music coming your way and highlights. So we hope you'll stay with us for that. And we do appreciate you watching high school sports right here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. 4th and 10. Forrest with a hard count, trying to get some folks to move. Didn't work. They'll reset, regroup. Alex Forrest, the quarterback. Handoff to number 16, Aiden Mason.
Aiden Mason on the carry.
And that's enough for a first down. Berwick not done with the ball yet. They'll reset quickly. And Forrest will drive that one to the ground to stop the clock. 8.2 seconds left in the half.
8.2 seconds to go.
Berwick has the ball at the Pittston 24-yard line. Good run by Aiden Mason, young freshman, showing some moves. And running back wise, it looks like Berwick is in good shape for a few years to come. Good to see the talent coming up. Alex Force. Now the referee is going to throw the flag, say too many men on the field. That'll back him up a little bit. And now Coach Sheptok is saying, count him again. What are you looking at? And now the referee will say, coming in. They'll recount. They'll recalculate. And they're going to wave that one off. No penalty. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Pittston 24-yard line. 8.2 seconds showing on the clock. Berwick trying to get one more before the half. Force with a screen. Caught by Tegan Wilk. Wilk is off and shoved out of bounds.
Pass to Wilk is completed.
At the 5-yard line, still 3.1 seconds on the clock. Berwick not done yet here in the first half. Alex Force screens it out to Tegan Wilk, and Wilk has got some room to run. They placed the ball back at the 8-yard line. And now it is Jarrett Groshek going to go for 3. Kick is up, and it is good. It's a field goal for Berwick. And that will mark the end of the first half. Berwick goes into halftime, leading this one 22-0 over the Pittston area Patriots. We will come back with some highlights of the first half and a listen to the Berwick area marching band as well as the Pittston area marching band. Stay with us. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever. Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people, supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 for the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal. All right, welcome back to Crispin Field in Berwick. It is halftime, and we are taking a look at some things around the field. What we're going to do is actually get ready to show you some of the first half highlights. Berwick leading 22-0. This was in the early in the second quarter. No score throughout the first quarter. It is Alex Force looking to throw the ball back at the 38-yard line, gives it a big old heave, and it is caught by number 8, Justin Robbins, who steps out of bounds right back there, so that was not a touchdown, but it did set up a touchdown. Just a few short moments later, here is Alex Force with a screen out to number 25, Blake Maurer, who works his way back across the field and traffic, outrunning everybody, finds a little gap, cuts it inside at about the 10, gets a shove at the end, but falls forward over the end zone, and it is 6-0. Extra point is good. Berwick goes out in front. Just a few minutes later after that, it is a handoff to Tegan Wilk, who does his magic. Goes 12 yards the hard way into the end zone. Extra point is blocked. It becomes a 13-0 game. In fact, we'll show you the extra point block. Pittston with a high point as they block this extra point right here. Getting those arms up. We had Pittston area right here. 1st and 10 with a great throw and a great catch at the 50-yard line by number 6, Andrew Kravchik, but that wound up going nowhere. Berwick defense stepped up and backed them way up. Alex Force right here with a great run from their own 22-yard line. He's going to wind up going over 50 yards on this one on a quarterback keeper. Second quarter action, Berwick out in front 13-0. He will get this one all the way down to the 22-yard line in that area. And that did eventually set up the third touchdown of the first half for the Berwick Bulldogs on a 3rd and 1. It is Alex Force on a quarterback keeper across and into the end zone. Pittston defense stepping up again on the extra point. Jump in and they block yet another extra point attempt. Berwick defense also flying high tonight. Alex Anastasi back to throw. Swallowed up by Mason Lawball right there. And again, Anastasi back, getting pressured there by Jared Groshek. Has to scramble. Being chased by a lot of players. Blaine Cleaver grabs an ankle. Tegan Will comes in at the end and Ware puts a stop to that play. So Berwick defense as strong as their offense. Getting towards the end of the first half, 19 seconds on the clock. Here's Alex Force from the 41-yard line, and a handoff to Aiden Mason. Mason needing 10 yards, gets more than that. Gets a first down for Berwick. They get all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here is Force. Screen out to Tegan Wilk. Gets the ball at the 23. Takes off for the end zone. Gets pushed out of bounds at the 10. And after that, it was a field goal for Berwick. And that's where the game stands 22-0. You can see it's the Pittston area marching band on the field right now. So we're going to shut off the music in the background and take a listen to the Pittston area marching band. That is the Pittston area marching band here at halftime at Crispin Field. And prior to the start of tonight's game, the Berwick area marching band performed as normal. But this night was a little bit different as they included middle school students as well. So prior to the start of the game, there were over 200 instrumental students on the field here at Berwick, and we want to show you a little bit of that right now. The Berwick area marching band from earlier this evening, including a bunch of middle school students, over 200 kids on the field, marching band students here prior to the start of tonight's game. It is halftime. The score is Berwick 22, Pittston area nothing. We will come back with the kickoff for the second half after this, right here on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever. Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 for the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal.
Say hello to the new neighbor on the block. Say hello to even more of the entertainment you love. Even faster internet speeds. Plus hands-on local service like never before. And it's all from your best new neighbor ever. Say hello to Atlantic Broadband. Get TV, internet, and phone like never before. Atlantic Broadband, what you want, instantly.
All right, welcome back to Crispin Field. Second half about to get underway. Pittston area at Berwick. First half was pretty much all Berwick. 22-0 is the score. We'll see what coaches have come up with for Pittston area here in the second half as they receive the second half kickoff. Kravchik takes the ball way in their territory, gets out to about the 25-yard line before he's brought down.
Dealing a kickoff inside the 3-yard line, returns it out over the 20 to the 25.
So a nice run back by Andrew Kravchuk, picks it up at about the 5-yard line.
Making the tackle.
And winds up being touched first by Justin Robbins. Ball is placed at the 24-yard line, so about a 19-yard return. And the third quarter is underway. Mike Nacito back at quarterback for the Patriots. And a handoff. Tegan Will coming in there to help out.
O'Boyle on the carry.
Jordan O'Boyle gets a few yards.
Wiggin Cleaver on the tackle after a gain of 1.
Big handoff. Number of Berwick players in on that one. Second and 8. Nacito under pressure, gets it away. And in and out of the hands of John DeLuca, number 90, the tight end.
Pass intended for John DeLuca. Falls incomplete. Deflecting the pass is Keegan Whittle.
Nacito taking the snap, being pressured, gets the screen away.
From the Patriot 26.
Nearly picked off by Wilk. Got a hand in on that one. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. So Pittston area trying a few things different here in the second half. Trying to get something started right now. Berwick out in front, 22-0. 4 wide receivers. Nacito to throw under pressure. Goes across the middle. And in and out of the hands of Dylan Lukachko. Hit by the Berwick defense immediately, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And with the hit, Blaine Cleaver. And it's 3 and out for the Patriots.
Nacito across the middle to Lukachko. But he is kind of hit immediately. Might have felt the pressure there from Blaine Cleaver. 4th and 8. And Pittston will have to punt this one away.
Back for the Dogs.
High snap. Kick is away. Short kick out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So that's where Berwick will get the ball back. Again, copies of this game available on DVD. They're $25 each. Email us at dfarley@AtlanticBB. That's AtlanticBB.com. And then we'll get you the order form, and you can get that copy of this game or whatever game you might want. And, of course, you can see some of these games live on YouTube on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, our YouTube page. Some games are live. Otherwise, sometimes they get put up on a tape delay basis as well for you to watch later on down the road. Right now, we've got 1 minute and 5 seconds gone in the third quarter. And a handoff to Schumacher, and he burst through for some big yardage for the Berwick Bulldogs.
First down on the carry. DeLuca, on the tackle.
Forrest in the handoff. Nice little gap right there. Works between a couple of offensive linemen for Berwick.
Gain of 11, 1st and 10.
Finally brought down at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Tight formation. Forced a handoff to Aiden Mason. Mason's going to get swallowed up there by John DeLuca. Not before getting 4 or 5 yards.
John DeLuca on the tackle.
Aiden Mason right here getting the call.
Gain of 6.
Young freshman made a big impact in his first varsity game last week with a 90-plus yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And there's Alex Forrest on the outside, up the sideline, and a touchdown for Berwick from the 27-yard line. 27-yard run. Alex Forrest getting a workout tonight. Already had a 50-plus yard run. And here's a 27-yard run to add to Berwick's total. Add 6 more to that. Force right here. Good fake. Keeps the ball himself. We lost track at him. When the last second you saw somebody darting up the field up at the top of the screen. There's Alex Force.
There it goes.
Tiptoeing along the sideline, staying in bounds and getting the touchdown. Groshek with the extra point. He's had 2 blocked tonight. That one, though, is good. And it is a 29-0 game. Berwick out in front in this one over Pittston area. 9:49 to go in the third quarter.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
And welcome back to Crispin Field. One more look at that touchdown. Alex Forrest with a nice fake to Shoemaker, who sold it. And Forrest wound up at the top of your screen. Watch him come darting past, tiptoeing along the sidelines. 27-yard touchdown run by quarterback Alex Forrest. We'll look at some of the fans that are here for this game tonight, student body and adults and parents as well. Everybody enjoying a night out. There was a threat of rain in the air when we started the game, but so far there have been a drop or two, but nothing much coming down. And here is the ensuing kickoff. Jarrett Groshek kicking it off after another Berwick touchdown. Line drive to Andrew Kravchik, who gets away from a few people, still on his feet. What a great run back. Finally, Berwick defense gangs up on him, takes him down. But Andrew Kravchik not giving it up, staying on his feet, getting as much as he could on that. Kravchik takes it at the 9-yard line.
It will be a 1st and 10 at the Patriot 18.
Brings it over the 15, starts to avoid some of the defense. Runs backwards, gets away from Justin Robbins right there, spins free, but now at this point you got about 6 Berwick Bulldogs coming in. Still on his feet. And finally he's wrapped up by a host of Bulldogs before he's being brought down. Ball is at the 18-yard line. Nacido throws it out to Alex Haas. Berwick defense right there.
Intended for Alex Haas. Ball's incomplete.
Nacido right here.
Defending Nathan Smith.
Out of the hands as Alex Haas had a bit of a grasp on it, but it slipped through. Falls incomplete. Second and 10. Mike Nacido at the quarterback. He will hand this one off. And they're going to get a few yards. It's Jordan O'Boyle.
On that initial hit.
Bring up a 3rd down.
O'Boyle
O'Boyle right here gets the handoff as he squeezes through. He is wrapped up by a number of Berwick Bulldogs there. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Third and 6 for Pittston. Nacido takes the snap, back to throw. Goes downfield, got a man open. And that should be enough for a 1st down. Caught by Brian Jambra. Ball is out there at the 29-yard line. So Pittston area gets a 1st down. And they move the chains. Nacido here with time to throw. Good job by the offensive line for Pittston. Jambra out there at the 30-yard line, being guarded by Peyton Williams. Spins, steps out of bounds right there. Enough for a 1st down, 1st and 10. O'Boyle again gets bulldogged by Blaine Cleaver. Maintains possession of the ball.
Blaine Cleaver on the tackle. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Keeping it on the ground. And again, it is Jordan O'Boyle trying to break through. not finding much. Berwick defense tough and on their game this evening. Got about a yard on that one, maybe 2. They're going to give him 2, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Pittston trying to catch a break, trying to figure some way to break this game open. They're down 29-0.
On the tackle. 3rd and 8.
Third quarter action.
31.
And here comes the 3rd and 8th play for the Pittston area Patriots. Berwick showing blitz and swallowed up for a big loss.
Garcia was tackled in the backfield by Dallas Schechterly for a big.
Dallas Schechterly bursting through. You saw him move into position right at the start of that play. You see Schechterly right there in the front of your screen, bottom of the screen, step in. Read that one all the way. Nasile sees him, tries to get out of the way, but Schechterly is all over him. Puts him down for a big loss. It'll be 4th and 15. And Pittston will have to punt this one away. High snap. Blocked. And it goes out of the end zone. Blaine Cleaver had it in his hands, trying to get the touchdown after the blocked punt. Instead, it will go for a safety.
Almost recovered. It goes out of bounds, and it will be a safety for the Bulldogs.
Let's see if we can pick up on that. A high snap. Berwick all over that one. Blocked by Ryan Lawbaugh. And you got Blaine Cleaver has got his hands on it, but it bobbles just as he tries to pick it up. Goes out of the end zone. But it still counts for 2 more points. Berwick now out in front, 31-0.
The Patriots will now have a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Now it's a free kick for Pittston. They'll have to kick it right back to Berwick. So another interesting turn of events for the Berwick Bulldogs. They come up with 2. Mike Coe will be the one punting this one away. 6:36 to play in the 3rd quarter. Kick is away, and they'll kick that one out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. You'll see Coach Sheptock come over there to mark the spot. Here's the blocked punt by Ryan Lawbaugh. Blaine Cleaver sees the ball, falls on it, and it's bobbling around as he goes down on the top. It slips out of his hands and out of the back of the end zone. Safety for Berwick. They go up 31-0. It'll be their ball when we come back.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever.
And I say this every game, but I do mean it. Check out csgiving.org. That's the website for the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, csgiving.org. Find out how you can give back to the community in which you live today. Owen Shoemaker taking the run.
Owen Shoemaker.
Doing some moving around, getting himself open.
Down the middle of the formation. And
gets out there close to a first down.
On first down.
Force to Owen Shoemaker. A little bit of a gap. Moves away from John DeLuca, number 90 there. And winds up being brought down, but not before getting 7 yards. 2nd and 3 for Berwick. Force. Hand off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker met at the line. Number 43. Brian Herron hanging on to his leg. Got 2 more yards on that one. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Mike Coe assisting on the tackle. Gain of 1. Third.
They're going to say it was actually about a yard and a half, maybe. So 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. 5:30 clock running. Force taking the snap. Hands it off again to Shoemaker, who gets away from a tackle right there. Stays on his feet. Should have had just enough for a first down. They're going to mark it at the 35-yard line. But a nice job by Owen Shoemaker. He's going to get met at the line of scrimmage right there by number 25, Mike Coe. Gets away from him. And it's finally brought down. And it's a first down. Referees had to go make sure it was close enough. 1st and 10 for Berwick. 5:12 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Alex Force making sure everybody's set. And Shoemaker again bursting through with a big run. Back at the 35-yard line. Winds up down at the 21. It's a 14-yard carry and another first down for the Berwick Bulldogs.
First and 10 at the 21.
And Pittston has no answer for this Berwick offense. Keeping them on their toes. Good takedown. Keeper by Alex Force. He's going to go in for another Berwick touchdown. Alex Force, his 2nd touchdown of the game, to put Berwick at 37 on the evening. Ball at the Pittston 21-yard line. Good fake to Shoemaker. And Force works his way on the outside. One last man to get around, and he does so into the end zone for yet one more Berwick touchdown here in this game against Pittston. And that'll put them at 37-0 with 4:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Justin Groshek back to kick the extra point. And not much pressure. That one is up and good. And it is a 38-0 ball game. Berwick on top on this one. We will take a break and come back with more high school football action on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children, every step of the way.
And one of those First Columbia programs is the First Columbia Teen Star Competition. They're going to be performing on the free stage at the Bloomsburg Fair on the last Saturday of the fair. Hopefully you can make plans to check out the Teen Stars. They do a great job. As we take a look at the Crispin Field, Berwick now out in front 38-0. And I've been told the mercy rule is now in effect, so the clock should continue to run unless the referee stops it for an injury or something else. Back at the goal line. Big run back by number 45, Devin Atkins. First time we've seen him tonight, but a great job running that one back. Atkins picks this one up at the goal line. Brings this one back not 10, 15, avoiding a tackle to the 20, to the 25, finally brought down at about the 25, 26-yard line. They're going to put him at the 28. 1st and 10 for Pittston. Alex Stasi, now the quarterback. Back to throw. Getting some pressure. Law ball gets to him. Breaks free. Now he's going to turn it upfield. Anastasi off to the races. Finally pushed out of bounds by Peyton Williams. But a broken play turned into a big gain for the Pittston area Patriots. Anastasi being chased by Mason Lawbaugh. Stays on his feet, gets away from him. Starts to run to the far side of the field. Nothing there, cuts it back. Breaks through, stays on his feet, avoids tackle after tackle. Missed tackle there again. And winds up upfield, gets pushed out of bounds. The 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's the snap to Anastasi, back to throw. And this time he's not going to get away. He gets swallowed up.
Pittston gets the quarterback back on the quarterback. Alex Anastasi. 7-yard loss on the play.
As you heard, 7-yard loss on the play.
2nd and 16.
Get a big sack by Berwick as we cue that replay up for you. Jacob Seeley, first one to get to him. 2nd and 16. Screen pass near side of the field. Slides out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Winds up getting 5 of those back. Got an injury on the field. So there is Jambra out to Lukachko. Stiff arm, slides out of bounds. And with an injury timeout, 1:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Berwick out in front. This one 38-0 over Pittston.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 or the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
And a reminder that this Labor Day weekend, if you get a chance, there was free harness racing at the Bloomsburg Fair racetrack going on Sunday and Monday. That is Sunday the 2nd, Monday the 3rd. Both days, 1 o'clock at the Berwick Horse Track. You're invited to come over for free. There'll be some food stands available and some great horse racing. Check it all out at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds this Labor Day weekend. And this Labor Day weekend, we want to thank you for joining us here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 for this game. And there is Atlantic Broadband sign, a little out of focus, but we can see it from the top of the press box where we're located here at Crispin Field. We're going to show you that quickly, but then they decided to come back onto the field. So back to the game. Clock will begin to run. Mercy rule in effect, 35 points or more. So Pittston would like to get that clock to stop if they can get on board. Seeley in there from the sidelines, putting the pressure on Alex Anastasi, and another quarterback sack by Berwick to put an end to another drive of Pittston area.
And Will Decker off 4 in on the play. 4th and 19.
Anastasi right here. Jacob Seeley, number 6, first one to get to him. Slides away from that one, but you got 1, 2, 3 more folks jumping in on the end. And Pittston will have to punt this one away as we're nearing the end of the third quarter. 4th and 19 for the Patriots. Back at the 26-yard line. No pressure. Punt is away. And it is picked up by Tegan Wilk, who is off to the races, finds a gap, and he is moving again. Out of bounds, down around the 35-yard line.
Crosses midfield and goes deep in the Patriot territory on the punt return.
And there was a push against Berwick.
Check the penalty flag back on the play at the Berwick 33.
So that'll negate this play. Tegan Wilk as he's coming up. There was a block, an illegal block by Berwick. It's somewhere along this run. So Berwick had the ball. Way back, would have been up by the 26 or 7-yard line, but now they're going to push the ball way back to where the infraction occurred and back them up a few more yards. So instead of having the ball at the 20-something yard on the Pittston side of the field, Berwick will now have it at the 22-yard line of their own side of the field. 34 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Berwick way out in front in this one. Alex Force still in at quarterback. And he will hand that one off to Owen Shoemaker, who goes outside over the 30 and out to about the 38-yard line. And that'll be enough for another Berwick first down, and that is where the third quarter will come to an end, with Berwick out in front 38-0, and marching down the field yet again, courtesy of this play, Alex Force. A handoff to Owen Shoemaker, taking the long way upfield, stays on his feet, finally pushed out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, but not before getting another first down. We will take a little break, come back with the fourth quarter. It's Pittston at Berwick High School football, only on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal.
And a quick turnaround on that one. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Berwick has the ball on their own 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. New quarterback in there. And the ball is not handled on the snap and nearly dropped again. This is Peyton Williams now quarterbacking for the Berwick Bulldogs. Second string in there to now finish up this game with a sizable lead for Berwick. Go back and check that again. Peyton Williams taking the snap. The ball comes out. And it's off his helmet. It's a little bit high. He keeps his heads about him. Williams does. Pulls it back in. Takes off with it. Drops it right there, but it takes a Berwick bounce back into his hands as he is brought down. And there's a run by Aiden Mason. Ball was on the 38-yard line. Gets it up to the 46. So they need a couple more for the first down. Bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Berwick area Bulldogs. Clock, as you can see, continuing to run. It will continue to do so unless stopped by the referees. Peyton Williams now quarterbacking for Berwick. Takes the snap, hands it off to Aiden Mason. Mason slips. as he's about to get hit there by number 12, David Beam.
And we'll bring up a 4th down for Berwick.
And that'll bring up a 4th down. Peyton Williams now quarterbacking here in the 4th quarter. Quick handoff to freshman Aiden Mason. Mason going to try and turn the corner, but loses his footing.
4th and 6.
Goes down. There's a look at the Pittston area fans. No matter the score, they're here to have fun, and they're having a good time. 38-0 is the score, by the way. 10 minutes to go in the game. Berwick back to punt. Kick is away. It's a big one. Caught at the 24-yard line. He goes down to his knees, and that is where Pittston area will get the ball back with 9:53 to play. They'll restart the clock when they get everything all set. Again, want to copy this game on DVD or any game you've seen so far or any game we have coming up in the future here on Atlantic Broadband. Shoot us an email at dfarley@atlanticbb.com and we'll send you the information on how you can get your DVD. There is the Berwick Marching Band here having a good time, keeping the crowd into the game. Not that they need much help in that. Some of the Berwick cheerleaders as well, and the Bulldog himself. Back to action, Pittston with the ball. This is Alex Anastasi at quarterback. And a handoff. And a bring down by Berwick.
Lukashko on the 1st down carry. Picks up 6 yards.
Handoff to Dylan Lukashko. Swallowed up by number 65, Jake Lanning.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 now with 9 minutes to play in the game. Anastasi. And this is Dylan Lukashko again with room to run. Finally brought down there by Jarrett Groshek at the 44-yard line.
Breaks containment. Moves across the 40-yard line for a Pittston 1st down.
Lukashko gets the handoff from Anastasi. Finds room to run. Groshek in pursuit. Leg tackle. 1st and 10 for the Patriots of Pittston area. They're on their own 44-yard line. Alex Anastasi at quarterback. And again, quick handoff. Gets 4 or 5 yards on that carry. So Pittston able to move the ball here in the 4th quarter. Second stringers getting some things done. Second and 5. Couple of wideouts. Anastasi. And a handoff to Lukashko. Actually, that's Jordan O'Boyle. Bulldogs stop him at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. You can also catch these games on our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and then search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Search it, type it in there, Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. It'll come right up for you. There are some games that we have covered live, like this one is on live. We'll put the called broadcast on there for you as well as the season progresses. And that includes football, boys and girls soccer, and field hockey. Looking to pass, downfield, and
firing downfield.
Receiver Alex Haas falls down. That'll bring up a 4th and 5. Coming up in the next week, as the fall season truly gets underway here in the area, we are going to have field hockey for you. Central Columbia at Berwick promises to be a good field hockey game. We've also got Hazelton at Berwick boys soccer scheduled to take part in. And Weatherly girls soccer, they're taking on Our Lady of Lourdes. That'll be coming up later this week. And then our next football game is we're going to check out Central Columbia's football team as they take on Lehighton. That'll be a week from now. 6 minutes to play, 4th and 5, and Pittston goes for it. Bad snap and a takedown by the Berwick Bulldogs. Aiden Mason, a threat on both sides of the ball. As this snap actually goes off the helmet of Franny George, who was not expecting the ball. Aiden Mason jumping in on that and bringing Alex Anastasi down. And so Berwick will get the ball now on the Pittston 40-yard line. And once they get set, the referees will start the clock. There you go. 5:55 to play in the game. Berwick leading 38-0. Quarterbacking now is number 19, Peyton Williams. Little screen pass, and in and out of the hands of Preston Robbins. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Really good crowd here for this game tonight. That's usually the case at Crispin Field. No matter what the weather, there's always a good crowd. And despite the score, there are still a lot of seats not empty. Coach Shep talk, bottom of your screen, sending in the play. Peyton Williams back to take the snap. 3 receivers, 1 in motion, and they're going to get an illegal procedure call on that. Back him up a little bit. So instead of 2nd and 10, it'll be 2nd and 15 now from the Pittston 45-yard line. 5 minutes to play in the game. Williams takes a snap, quick handoff, keeps it himself actually. Looking to turn the corner. Flag comes in right there, you saw that. So Peyton Williams fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Has very little room to run, but a flag flies in. Waiting to see. Checking with Pittston, see what they want to do. And it's an illegal block. Holding by Berwick. So that'll back him up a little bit further. Right there, got him around the arm. You saw him come down. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 26 now for the Bulldogs. They're way backed up. Here's Peyton Williams. And some miscommunication. Williams keeps it himself. Got some room to run. He's off to the races, and he trips up. Gets back up because nobody touched him, but he was down at the 38-yard line. So an excellent run by Peyton Williams.
Your attention, we have had a cell phone.
Peyton Williams right here. Fakes the handoff to Aiden Mason. Goes outside, turns the corner. Gets through a couple of defenders. Good block right there. Brings up a 3rd and 7. And a handoff there to Brandon Specialetti. If I have the number correct.
Brandon Specialetti on the carry.
He gets up hobbling a little bit.
Fumbles the ball and Pittston recovers at their 31-yard line.
Out close to a first down, but not quite. 3rd and 7. Specialetti right there finds a gap. Finally brought down. And they're going to say they did get enough for a first down. Actually, that was a 4th down play. And a timeout was called by Pittston, so it was a 4th down. Even though the clock was showing 3rd down, it was a 4th down. And the ball gets turned over.
And now a ladies first with
We'll go back and look at that again. A little confusion on a play. Hand off to Specialetti. He's brought down. And they're going to say the ball came loose and Pittston area got the ball. Quick timeout by Pittston area. They hand it off to number 45, Devin Atkins, who gets a nice run back. Clock continuing to run. So on a 3rd and 7, Berwick had enough for the first down, but there was a fumble. Patriots come up with the ball. And on the ensuing play, they wind up with a big run back and move the ball all the way back up to the 45-yard line.
2:40 remaining. 1st and 10 at the Berwick 45.
Devin Atkins coming on strong here late in the game. Atkins again. This time, though, he's caught by number 28, Nick Heimbaugh.
Atkins on the carry.
Gets a half a yard on that one. P.J. Pisano now quarterbacking for the Pittston area Patriots. Number 5. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. 2 minutes to play in the game. Patriots would like to get a score, avoid the shutout if possible. Pisano, now the quarterback for the Patriots. Takes the snap, handoff, and a decent run by Brian Herron. Gets 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7 with 1:25 left to go in the game.
Good tackle by Mason Ricard, number 40, after a 3-yard gain. 3rd and
Patriots
7.
need another first down if they want to take a couple of shots at the end zone. P.J. Pisano back in shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw, has got some trouble. Aiden Mason all over him, and Aiden Mason takes Pisano down back in the backfield. That'll bring up a 4th down situation.
Aiden Mason, number 16, 9-yard loss.
Berwick defense strong. Aiden Mason coming from behind on this one. Getting some help there from Colin Hill, number 18.
11-yard loss.
35 seconds, a 4th and 18. And Pittston will get this play away. Pisano, handoff, nothing doing. And a big takedown by number 75, Sean Powell. It'll be Berwick's ball. And for that, the clock will start to run. Here's the final play of the game then. Big takedown by Mr. Powell. And they are going to let the clock run out. 10 seconds, 9, 8. Berwick Bulldogs celebrating their 2nd win of the 2018 season. There is Coach Sheptock of Berwick shaking hands with Nick Barberi, the head coach of Pittston area. And this one is in the books. Berwick goes to 2-0, courtesy of a 38-0 victory over Pittston area here on a Friday night. We're going to come back with a few of the second half highlights and a few final thoughts. You're watching high school football on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is a regional philanthropic organization with over 200 charitable funds, including the Berwick Health and Wellness Fund. From those funds, more than $2.2 million in grant monies is awarded annually to local nonprofits and students to promote education, health and wellness, self-sustainability, recreation, and more. Recently accredited with the National Standards for U.S. Community Foundations for having the highest standards for philanthropic excellence, the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation is here for you. For good, forever. Yannick Real Estate is your hometown full-service real estate office located at 1232 West Front Street, Berwick. They specialize in residential, commercial, and land listings and property management services. The associates of Yannick Real Estate work with a sincere desire to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Our mission is to be there for you 100% through the entire process and leave a lasting impression of a job well done. Come and make yourself at home at Yannick Real Estate.
Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank is making a difference every day in the communities we serve. As your community bank, we know the value of investing in our young people. Supporting academics, athletics, and the arts are just a few of the ways First Columbia encourages personal growth and success. Our children are the hope for the future, and we are committed to helping them succeed. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way.
Plan now to attend the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Enjoy the incredible nightly entertainment all week long. Get your tickets at bloomsburgfair.com or charge by phone. Call 570-387-4145 for the Toyota Grandstand Pavilion ticket office. Don't miss the fairy tale adventure in the Horticulture Building. It's guaranteed to be a fair to remember. It's the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Details on Facebook or at bloomsburgfair.com.
Why call Century 21? Because professional matters. Professional knows what sells, what doesn't, and why. Professional knows the difference between a floating rate and a floating slab. For a purchase this big, better pick the power of professional. Why call Century 21? Because personal makes a difference. At Century 21, caring for our clients and community are essential in providing personal service. We know where you're coming from, and the places you call home are the places we call home, too. Better pick the power of personal.
All right, this one is in the books. Berwick picks up their second win of the season. Second half highlights for you. We have got Alex Force faking the handoff to Owen Shoemaker, even faked us out. Look at the top of your screen. There goes Alex Force tiptoeing down the sideline. 27-yard touchdown for Alex Force to put Berwick out in front even further. Pittston area trying to get something going. Owen Schumacher right here. That's the Alex Force run. Hit the wrong button, folks. That happens. Back to Pittston area. We've got Mike Nacito back to throw. Looking downfield, he's going to find a man. That is number 2, Brian Johnbra, out there for a first down. Good play. But on ensuing plays, didn't go as well for Pittston area. Blaine Cleaver right here, bulldogging number 23, Jordan O'Boyle, to put a stop to that series. Berwick defense on its game tonight. Number 36 right there, Dallas Schechterly on a blitz coming in from the blind side, taking him down for a quarterback sack. Pittston area forced to punt in the third quarter. High snap. It is blocked by Ryan Lawbaugh. Goes into the end zone. Blaine Cleaver falls on it, but it wiggles out of his hands and out of the end zone. Enough, though, for a Berwick safety, and it's a 31-0 game at that point. Alex Force fakes the handoff again to Owen Shoemaker, keeps it himself, again from the 21-yard line, and Alex Force gets his second running touchdown of the game to put Berwick out in front with an extra point, 38-0. And one final play for Pittston area. Got to give the quarterback credit. This is Alex Anastasi running into some blockers for Berwick, taking it back, finding a gap, taking a broken play, and turning it into a nice gain and a first down before he is pushed out of bounds there by Peyton Williams. But in the end, it was Berwick coming away with their second win of the season. Pittston had 6 first downs, Berwick had 10. Pittston had 32 yards on 7 carries, and Berwick had 32 carries for 287 yards. Passing-wise, 65 yards for Pittston. Berwick had 95 fumbles. Pittston lost a couple. Berwick 3 for 2. Individual stuff, it was Dylan Lukachko for Pittston area, getting 24 yards on 7 carries. Devin Atkins had 24 yards on 2 carries. And for Berwick, Alex Force leading the Bulldogs this week with 106 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Owen Shoemaker had 98 yards on 16 carries. Aiden Mason, 27 on 5. Tegan Wilk had 24 on 3 carries, including a touchdown. And Peyton Williams had 19 yards on 1 carry. Passing-wise was Mike Nocido, went 6 for 10 and 61 yards. And Alex Anastasi went 1 for 2 for 4 yards. Alex Force, 7 for 12 and 95 yards. And for receiving was Brian Jambra, getting 32 yards on 2 catches. Andrew Kravchik getting 21 yards on 3. For Berwick, Justin Robbins caught 1 for 52 yards. Alex Sharkuski caught 1 for 11. And Blake Maurer caught 1 for 10 and a touchdown. Berwick wins this one 38-0, goes to 2-0. Berwick will take on Williamsport next week. Pittston will be at home against Tunkhannock. Our next game on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 will be at Central Columbia. We'll be bringing you the Lehighton at Central Columbia next week right here on Atlantic Broadband. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again after later. This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 sports presentation has been brought to you by Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated, featuring award-winning agents ready to sell or list your home or business and serving Columbia, Montour, and Lower Luzerne counties. The Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, a regional philanthropic organization whose mission is quality of life in the Central Susquehanna Valley and achieving donors' intentions. First Columbia Bank and Trust. Does it really make a difference where you bank? It does if your bank makes a difference. First Columbia Bank, with you and your children every step of the way. The 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Preview Day, Friday, September 21st. Toyota Grandstand tickets for all shows available at bloomsburgfair.com. The Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through 29th. Yannick Real Estate, your hometown full-service real estate office located in Berwick, specializing in residential, commercial, land listings, and property management services. And by Atlantic Broadband, your television, internet, and phone provider for the greater Berwick and western Poconos, as well as portions of Schuylkill County. Find out about the exciting Atlantic Broadband services available to you at atlanticbb.com.